What is up, everybody? It is your boy, One Gamer Bro. Well, used to be. I need to stop saying that, One Gamer Bro, because I'm not One Gamer Bro anymore. Welcome back to SCP, well, ASMR and others, and more. Today we're doing another reading. Today is going to be one of my favorites, and SCP-3000. Before I get into this, you probably heard in the last SCP reading, I did a few times where I had tripped up. At this point, I don't really care, because I don't want to have to read this entire thing, because this is a very, very long reading. There's going to be multiple points where I'm probably going to slip up, and I'm not going to redo it. So let this be as bloopers, if you will. I do have a green screen back here, so if you're wondering why how I'm in blackness, that's how that works. Anyway, and so there is quite a bit to this. There is obviously we'll be going over description, special containment procedures like we do with every SCP. This one also has discovery of it. It also has, let me just look here. There's a historical record from Site 151. We will hear about that later. Which is it's a historical record written by Dr. Eugene Getz about the initial discovery of SCP-3000 and the effects felt therein, which leads into the report that he gave. Then you have Addendum 3000.1, which is the initial contact expiration log. So that will be a log that was done. It's an audio log. We don't have the original thing, so I'm going to be doing everybody's voices, and I'll be saying like Alpha and then whoever they are, or Command, or whatever, everybody in it. I'm most likely going to trip up during this. There are parts where it's saying like laughing, where I'll literally just say laughing. I know, I don't really care putting a lot, it sounds weird, but there's a lot of parts in this and I have to get through that I have to do this. Plus, if I do the laughing, it's going to sound way cringier than me just saying laughing. Or I'll probably say just laughing is heard over the radio. Anyway, a super long thing. Sadly, Toon is currently not able to get on, so he isn't here right now. He won't be here for this video, but I will make sure that he is here for SCP-5000, which is his favorite. That is going to be a long one, probably longer than this one. So expect this video to be a long run. Please enjoy. It is a very creepy SCP. I will also have pictures of SCP, well, quote unquote SCP-3000. They're pictures that you can look up on Google, but SCP-3000. Note, none of these, there's one that is a green photo, you'll know it. It's a green photo, so you'll know it almost instantaneously. That is what is on the wiki. There's also a few other pictures that are artistic representations of SCP-3000. So, we don't really know exactly what he looks like, but we got a pretty good idea. Anyway, hope you all enjoy this video. Remember, if you do, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe down below if you're new, and hit that notification bell when you want to get notified when we upload. And other than that, enjoy us reading SCP-3000. Discovery. SCP-3000 was discovered in 1971, shortly after 2 Bangladeshi fishing boats and 15 fishermen were reported missing after drifting near the Indian coast. As the country of Bangladesh had only been recently established at the time and had been subject to significant political persecution on part of Pakistan, this incident received high-profile media attention due to the fears that it was a result of foreign aggression. Local coastal dispatch units could not locate the missing boats, fueling further media hysteria. Foundation researchers stationed in Calcutta, now Kolkata, drew similarities between this disappearance and another incident 2 years earlier. A thorough search, aided by marionette pulsar counters, revealed the location of the 2 boats as well as an unknown, previously undiscovered mass deep below the surface of the Bay of Bengal. Further investigation by Foundation divers discovered the existence of SCP-3000. The area was quickly secured and current containment procedures were put in place in April of 1972. The ATZAC protocol was adapted in October of 1998. Description: SCP-3000 is a massive aquatic serpentine entity strongly resembling a giant moray. The full length of SCP-3000 is impossible to determine, but is hypothesized to be between 600 and 900 kilometers. The head of SCP-3000 measures roughly 2.5 meters in diameter, and the sections of the body are proper in diameter, and sections of the body proper are as large as 10 meters in diameter. SCP-3000 is typically a sedentary creature, only moving its head in response to a certain stimuli or during feeding. The majority of its body is located in and around the Genghis fan and rarely moves at all, which is a more kind of cavernous and very deep part of the Bay of Bengal. SCP-3000 is carnivorous and, despite its sedentary nature, is capable of moving quickly to dispatch prey. Despite its size, it is hypothesized that SCP-3000 does not require sustenance to maintain its biological functions. While SCP-3000 excretes a thin layer of viscous, dark, gray substance classified as Y909 through its skin as it consumes prey, the end result of its digestive processes is currently unknown. SCP-3000 is a Class 5 cognitohazardous entity. Direct observation of SCP-3000 may cause severe mental alterations in viewers. Individuals who directly observe SCP-3000, as well as any individuals within an uncertain distance of SCP-3000, experience inexplicable head pain, paranoia, general fear and panic, and memory loss or alteration. SCP-3000 Special Containment Procedures. The area containing SCP-3000, currently a region of the Bay of Bengal, roughly 30 kilometers in diameter, is to be routinely patrolled by Foundation naval vessels. Under no circumstances are civilians allowed to attempt deep sea exploration or diving efforts in the quarantined area. Individuals believed to have contacted SCP-3000 are to be contained, quarantined, and processed at Site-151. Individuals affected by the anomalous properties of SCP-3000 are to be held in containment indefinitely. The Foundation submarine SCP-F Ermita is to monitor the location of the foremost section of SCP-3000. Currently located in the Genghis Fan, roughly 0.7 kilometers beneath the bay. The Ermita is tasked with carrying out the ATZAC protocol, and staffing regulations on board the vessel are subject to guidelines of that protocol. For a full description of the ATZAC protocol, see Addendum 3000.2. There is currently no known cure for exposure to SCP-3000, as such affected individuals should be contained and quarantined and for further evaluation. Individuals stationed aboard the SCP-F Ermita are not permitted to leave the vessel except for the purposes of carrying out the necessary procedures of the ATZAC protocol. Individuals who leave the vessel without proper authorization are to be considered lost. Under no circumstances should any individual interact with SCP-3000 without authorization. The following is a log from Site-151's historical records, written by Dr. Eugene Getz about the initial discovery of SCP-3000 and the effects felt therein. The unease was felt throughout the entire crew as we descended on that first night. Whether this was due to our uncertainty at what we would discover, or something more sinister, I would not speculate. As we continued to descend, Williams began sweating profusely. When we asked about it, he could not respond, stating that he thought he was missing something that he could not deduce. As our descent continued, he began to act more and more erratically, at one point addressing myself as Darlene, and expressing uncertainty as the task he was assigned to handle. Similar feelings were expressed by other members of the crew, but Williams felt it the most. His mimetic resistance was by far the lowest of all of us. But he was a biologist, not a mimeticist. When we finally came into contact with the entity, he began whimpering and had to be sedated. I remember him uttering the word "no" over and over again, as if in disbelief. He went silent after a while as we approached its head, and when I looked back at him, something had gone from his eyes. He had not even so much as blinked as we made our final descent. At around 0940 hours, which is 9:40, We first observed the head of the entity. The unease was palpable now. Several other crew members complained feeling hazy and of being uncertain what they were supposed to be doing. Captain Ryder, ever the man's man, wrote it all off as nitrogen intoxication, forced them to continue approaching the entity. When we were within 50 meters, the entity turned, slowly to look at us. Even now, as I recall watching this thing coil around in the darkness, I could still hear Williams barking like a mad dog in the rear of the vessel, screaming and flailing, shouting about how he could see it in his head. Perkins and Harrison tried to restrain him, but he got free and smashed his face against one of the portholes. He hit it so hard it cracked the inner layer of glass. Damage was bad enough that we had to surface. Tried to give Williams medical attention, but he was too far gone at that point. He had pulped himself against the glass. Despite the trauma, he still spoke briefly as he lay dying. Nobody recorded it. We didn't think to at the time. But I remember it well enough. He said, "There's nothing, nothing, nothing." By the time we had reached the surface several hours later, Williams was dead. At the time, I did not think much about what he had said. Just the ravings of a man gone mad by the depth. I figured. I didn't know any better. But even now, I could still see the eyes of the creature. See it hanging there in the darkness, illuminated by a light I cannot source. And I feel the lingering dread that Williams must have felt that night in the submersible. He was overcome by whatever void that foul thing slithered out of. Addendum 3000.1 Initial Contact Exploration Log. Note, the following is the transcript of audio logs taken during initial deep-sea diver contact with SCP-3000. Until this point, no Foundation diver had come in within 300 meters of SCP-3000. Divers were tasked with assessing the creature and determining the source of the thick gray fluid they had observed floating around its head. Dive team was composed of 3 members of MTF Orion 9, Kingfishers, led by MTF 09 Alpha. Launch point was through the airlock of the Foundation submarine, SDF Stravinsky. All divers were equipped with high-pressure suits, as well as front-facing headlamps. Additionally, a tether connected to MTF 09 Alpha, which was connected with a T shape out to both Bravo and Foxtrot. Begin log. Alpha. Alright, Command. We're situated in the airlock, ready to roll. Command. Confirmed. Go ahead and sound off. Alpha. Orion 9. Alpha. Check. Bravo. Orion 9. Bravo. Check. Command. Alright, men. We're in position about 500 meters from the head of this creature. Make sure your tethers are good and tight. We don't want any of you getting separated out there. Bravo. What's the visibility like down here today, Command? Command. Stand by. Command. About 3 meters. Foxtrot. So it's dark as fuck. Got it. Bravo. Why are we so far out? Command. The size of this thing is hard to comprehend, and it's wrapped up in itself in several places. We can't get too close because there's too much body there. The entity hasn't moved in about 3 weeks. Foxtrot. At all? Command. Affirmative. Move slightly with the currents down here, but nothing more than that. If it weren't for the head movement that was observed by the first submersible team, probably wouldn't know if it's alive or not. Foxtrot. That's reassuring. Alpha. Alright, tethers are tight. Flood the chamber. Command. Confirmed. Rushing water is heard as the airlock chamber floods. No other sound is heard for several minutes. After some time, the sound of rushing water stops. Alpha. You both good? Bravo. I'm good. Foxtrot. It's fucking cold. Alpha. Hopefully we won't be out for long then. Turn on your lights, boys. Here we go. All members of the dive team exit the airlock. There's a low mechanical sound as the airlock doors close behind them. A muffled click is heard, and the Stravinsky activates its aft floodlights. Foxtrot. Hey Alpha, maybe this is a bad time to ask, but I can't remember how to turn on my lamp and... Alpha, your lamp is on, Foxtrot. Foxtrot. What? What did you call me? Alpha. Your designation, Mulaney. Foxtrot. Bravo. I'm Foxtrot, boss. Alpha. Hang on. What are you talking about? Foxtrot. I don't understand. What do you mean by designation? Alpha. It's your goddamn call sign, Bravo. What do you mean? Bravo. Who's Bravo? Alpha. Shit. Hang on. I was gonna say something. Barry? Are you still there? Command. Stand by. Go for command. Alpha. Hey, we're having a little bit of trouble out here. I'm not sure who... We seem to have some confusion over designations, and I'm not sure where we're going. Foxtrot. Where exactly are we? Bravo. God, do you guys feel that? I've got an awful headache. It's like needling in my brain. Something. Command. Dive team. Be advised. We believe that you... Be advised. Be advised that we believe you may be experiencing some detrimental cognitive effects. Keep moving forward and we'll give you more information as we receive it. Alpha. Noted. Command, be advised that Foxtrot has a terrible headache. I think... Are we going in the right direction? I can't see out here. Command. You are roughly 150 meters from the head of the entity, Alpha. You should be getting a visual soon. Bravo. Command. I don't see anything. Where are we? Alpha. Where are we? Command. We're almost there, Alpha. Dive team, be advised, we're picking up movement from the entity on radar. Alpha. Barry? I don't see anything down here. What are we supposed to be looking? Foxtrot. All I can see is darkness. There's a chill, foul wind blowing, pushing me towards a brink I can't see. Alpha. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Command. Bravo is unresponsive. Requesting immediate cessation of mission. Bravo. Wait a second. Foxtrot. On the edge of nothingness. Inches from oblivion. There's a sickness in my mind that I know can't be cured. Beyond me is only blackness, a single pair of dark eyes. Alpha. What are you saying? Command, dive team, we're going to pull you back immediately. We have reason to believe that... Alpha, Barry? Is that you? How can it be? I shoveled the dirt during your... Bravo, I can hear something over there, Alpha. Your light. Get your fucking... Foxtrot. Silence. Only silence. My consciousness coming undone. Only, and only, and only. Command. Dive team, there's something moving towards you. Repeat, something is moving toward you. Prepare to return to Alpha. This is shit. I can't see. How far are we from the... Bravo, it's right there. It's right there. Fuck, what are you doing? Fuck. Foxtrot. And only the eel remains. Radio silence for 20 seconds. Command. Alpha. Radio silence for 13 seconds. Command. Alpha. Bravo. Foxtrot. Do any of you hear us? Bravo. Unintelligible. Command. Oh, thank God. Bravo. You need to speak up. We can't... Shh. Bravo. Shh. Radio silence for 10 seconds. Command. Something has bound up in the winch between you and us. We can't... Alpha. It's opening its mouth. Bravo. It's so dark. There's... Foxtrot. Where am I? Where am I? What? Alpha. Barry. How can it be? A shovel of dirt. Bravo. Mahoney. Swim. Get away. There's only darkness. Swim. Foxtrot. Only. There's sudden tension in the tether attached to Savinsky. 09's Foxtrot's radio goes silent. There's a sound of a struggle between the other two radios. Command. Foxtrot. Foxtrot. Alpha. Bravo. Talk to me. Stay calm. What happened? Bravo. It ate him. Fuck. He's gone. Took him whole. God damn it. Alpha, what are you doing? Alpha. Alpha? Bravo. Cut the fucking goddamn tether, Alpha. It's pulling us in. Alpha. Ooh. Bravo. F word. Alpha. Silence. Total radio silence for 30 seconds. Tether attached to Stravinsky is pulled free from its moorings and disappears. Alpha, Bravo, do you copy? Radio silence for 5 seconds. Command. Alpha, Bravo, do you copy? Bravo. This is Bravo. I'm floating in the dark. I could see shapes moving through the fog, but they're hard to make out. I cut my tether. Alpha wouldn't. I think he's gone. I don't see his lights anymore. Command. Acknowledge. We're coming to Bravo. Hang on. Let me think for a second. Cognition. This thing. It doesn't work around it. Your brain can't form thought. Static. It hurts. It's like dying and... Bravo, do you have eyes on the entity? Bravo. It's in my head, guys. Coiled up there like a snake. And it's something about its caustic. I can't see it. I can see it. It's just in front of me. It's not doing anything. It isn't moving. Just hanging there. With its mouth open. I think it's finished eating. That fluid is seeping through the skin around its head, about a meter back. Just looking at the stuff is making me... like the room is spinning. I feel nauseous. My head isn't working right. Laughter. There is an abortion under the floorboards. And another in the sin... Wait, this is wrong. That wasn't me. Who said that? Bravo. I'm going to collect a sample. Hang on. Bravo, we're going to send out a crew to get you. Just hold on. Bravo. Oh no. Don't do that. You have to be trained to not feel things. To not feel the things I'm feeling. Otherwise it will get to you. Maybe it will anyway. Who knows? It feels like the end of the world down here, fellas. My heart is going off the charts. Feels like... I think I'm dying. I got a sample. I'll attach it to one of those little balloons and let it float up. You'll be able to get it later. Don't spend too much time around that stuff. It doesn't... Your mind, quick and heavy breathing is heard over the radio. Command? Command. Bravo? Bravo. I think I'm dying. I'm dying. I know I'm dying. This is it. I just want to get away from here. You know? It occurs to me. Laughs quietly. Don't send anyone else down here. It's so dark. Command. Bravo? Over the next half hour, the SCPF Stravinsky attempted to approach 09 Bravo with no success. Command continued to attempt to communicate with 09 Bravo. Bravo grew increasingly unintelligible, before eventually going completely silent. Bravo's radio stayed active for the next 3 days, and intermittent breathing could be heard until the radio ceased functioning. Alright, everybody. Sorry to come in quickly here. That was the end of SCP-3000. This has to be my favorite SCP, and I'm going to kind of go on a bit of a rant here. So if you don't want to hear my thoughts about this SCP or whatever, you can go ahead and go to another video. You can like and subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Now, for those of you who are staying and want to hear my opinions about this SCP, hi. So the reason why this is my favorite SCP is because I love SCPs that they screw with your head. And as you heard, and then in this audio log that you just heard, it starts quick. You get within a certain distance of this thing, you're gone. It just scrambles your brain to the point where you don't even know what anything is anymore. You don't know. You can't, like Bravo in the audio log said, your mind doesn't form thoughts anymore. And it does this, and it's like a predator. It basically is. It lures in prey. Well, it doesn't really lure, but it confuses prey before just eating it. Or it'll just screw up the brain. And it's such a cool SCP. I love monsters with huge scale that are just big. but at the same time, they're not like out to kill you. They're not just immediately as soon as they see you or know you're in their realm, just kill you. This one toys with you. And that's what I love so much about it. And again, you probably heard in this, I messed up a few times. At this point, I'm not gonna redo the whole darn thing again, because this thing is a good few pages long from what I copied from the wiki. And again, this is taken from the SCP Wiki. You can go to the SCP Wiki, or just look up SCP-3000 on Google. You'll find the Wiki Foundation link. Go to it. It's amazing read. And that's not even all of it. There's still more on it. But this video is long enough in and of itself. But I want to point out that the reason why we're doing this is because me and Toon, he's sadly not here still, we still love SCPs. They're just so interesting. And we just love doing this. It's, again, like I said last video, it started out as a gag. But now, I don't want to keep doing this. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe down below if you enjoyed the video. And hit that bell so you get notified when we upload. And I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.